Chapter 81. The Third Path.
Pip stood trembling at the eye of the storm, golden script in one hand, his friends' lives in the other. The shadow pressed closer, savoring his indecision.
Choose, little Warlock, your friends or the world's memory. There is no other path.
No, there's always another way. There has to be.
Light and shadow twisted around him, the Heartwood's fate suspended on a single choice. In a flash of inspiration, Pip recalled his accidental pact with Eldroth, the magic that always worked but never as expected. He dared to channel that chaos, hoping for a miracle.
Eldroth, if ever there was a time for your help, now.
Let us see what story we can make together, Pip Thistledown.
Pip's words warped into shimmering runes, swirling unpredictably as chaos and hope mingled in the air. Guided by his friends' distant voices, Pip started to rewrite the ending, not just for the Heartwood, but for all of them. Each word shimmered with memory and love.
Pip, write us in. Don't let us go.
Make it a story where no one is forgotten. Write with truth. That's the only magic that lasts.
Our story. Together. That's the ending.
The script blazed brighter, shadow chains weakening as the Heartwood trembled with possibility. The shadow, sensing its end, lashed out in a final frenzy, hurling darkness at Pip and his companions. The Heartwood cracked, the world teetering on the edge.
You cannot bind what was born from oblivion. Pip, now, finish what you began.
This is our story. No shadow can erase it.
As Pip prepared to inscribe the final word, the shadow's power surged, threatening to tear everything apart. Pip stood at the brink, quill glowing with every memory, every friend, every hope. The next word would decide the fate of all stories.
Together.
Light and shadow froze, the world holding its breath as Pip prepared to finish the tale, and either save or lose everything.
Chapter 82. The Word That Binds.
Pip pressed his glowing quill to the golden script, heart pounding, as his friends' voices surrounded him in a tapestry of memory.
Together. That's the word.
With that single word, the script flared, and the Heartwood's fractured realm began to mend, stories weaving themselves into living light. The companions' memories, laughter, tears, triumphs, defeats, became shining threads, binding them to the Heartwood and each other.
I can see our stories, like fireflies in the branches. I never want to forget this. Not ever. This is magic I never dared to imagine.
The tale is changed, but not ended.
The Heartwood pulsed with new life, its branches glowing with the stories of all who had passed through. The shadow of the rift, weakened but desperate, twisted reality one last time, splitting the realm with a scream of envy and fear.
You cannot hold this forever. Doubt will return. All stories fade.
Maybe they do. But while we remember, the story lives.
The companions' unity shone like a beacon, shattering the shadow's grasp. Fragments of darkness scattered into the branches. As silence fell, the Heartwood was changed, its core no longer broken but something new and mysterious. In the center stood an ornate door, glimmering with runes.
Was that always there? Where do you think it leads? Only one way to find out.
The companions gathered close, staring at the door as it pulsed with possibility. The ornate door creaked open on its own, revealing swirling mists and the faint sound of distant laughter and song.
Shall we see what's next?
A story never truly ends, Pip. It only waits for the next page.
Together, the companions stepped through the door, their story unfinished, ready to face whatever wonders or perils lay beyond.
Chapter 83. Through the Door of Stories.
The companions emerged into a world of swirling parchment skies, floating books, and paths that wrote themselves with every step.
Is this the inside of a story?
Look, that cloud just turned into a poem about cheese.
The ground changes with our thoughts. Be careful what you imagine.
The world shifted and danced, shaped by memory, longing, and unspoken wishes. As they journeyed, illusions appeared, scenes from their pasts, possible futures, and desires left unsaid. Each echo tempted them to linger or stray.
That's me, as a child, reading by candlelight.
Even I see what I once was, or might have been.
It's hard to know what's real here. We have to stay together.
Let's make our own story, not get lost in someone else's.
The companions pressed forward, resisting the seductive pull of unfinished dreams. At a crossroads of unwritten roads, a tall, translucent figure appeared, robes flowing, silver eyes watching. The air crackled with unspoken rules.
Not all stories deserve an ending. Some are too dangerous, too powerful. Why should yours continue?
Because we're still writing it. Together.
Every unfinished story is a hope for something new. Ours is no different.
The librarian's eyes narrowed, weighing their words as the realm quieted in anticipation. The librarian conjured a great tome, its pages blank and waiting. Only a story worth telling could open the way forward.
Prove your tale's worth. Write a line that endures, one that cannot be erased by shadow or time.
Let's do this. Together.
Our story is one of hope, of choosing each other, again and again.
Pip's words glowed on the page, refusing to fade, as the tome began to open and the final door revealed itself. Beyond the opening tome, a staircase of story light spiraled upward, promising answers, endings, and perhaps new beginnings.
One more page then. Ready?
Let the story lead, and we will follow.
The companions climbed the luminous stairs, stepping into the unknown, toward the end or perhaps a new chapter.
Chapter 84. The Summit of Stories.
The companions climbed the luminous stairs, each step echoing with moments from their shared past, laughter, loss, courage, and regret.
I never imagined our story would come this far. Every step is a memory worth keeping.
Even the mistakes. Maybe especially those.
The staircase narrowed, light growing brighter as they neared the summit. At the top, they entered a vast, circular chamber of mirrored walls. Reflections showed not only their faces, but the choices and changes they'd made.
Every story changes its teller.
And every teller shapes the ending.
I see myself, but also who I could have been.
Each companion faced a vision, some joyful, some painful, testing their resolve to finish the tale together. One by one, the companions voiced their commitment to their shared story, each overcoming a vision of doubt or regret.
My path might have wandered, but this is where I belong.
I wouldn't trade our story for any other.
I will see this tale written true to the very last word.
I'm ready. Whatever comes, we face it together.
Their words sent ripples through the chamber, reflections aligning until one path shone clear at the center. At the heart of the chamber rested a massive tome bound in shimmering scales, the Book of Endings. Its cover pulsed with unread words, sealed by story and fate.
Is that it? The end of our story?
The end. Or a new beginning. Only you can open it, Pip.
Pip reached out, and as his fingers brushed the cover, a deep crack split the mirrored walls, shadows leaking into the light. As the companions gathered around the Book of Endings, the chamber shuddered. The crack widened, and a chill swept the summit. The shadow was not yet gone.
We're not finished. Not until the last shadow is gone.
Pip, what do we do?
The final word is still yours, Pip. Stand fast.
With the Book of Endings before them and darkness creeping in, the companions braced for the last test of their tale.
Chapter 85. Shadows Between the Lines.
The crack in the mirrored chamber widened, spilling shadow across the floor. Reflections warped, showing not triumph but regret and fear.
My reflections, blaming me for every mistake. It's showing me what I could have lost.
They're only shadows. We know who we are, together.
The Book of Endings pulsed with trapped light as darkness crept closer. The shadows rose from the mirrors, forming twisted doubles of each companion. The air filled with whispers of doubt and failure.
I am more than my mistakes. You're not me. You're just what I'm afraid of. I choose my friends, not my regrets.
Shadow has no hold on truth.
With Pip's encouragement, the companions shattered their shadow doubles, light pushing back the darkness. The Book of Endings responded to their unity, its seal fading as golden light spilled forth. The shadow recoiled, but lingered at the chamber's edge.
Our story isn't over. Not while we stand together.
The tale endures, Pip. Write the truth of it.
Pip stepped forward, quill alight, as the final page revealed itself, blank, awaiting the last word. The shadow gathered itself into a towering, flickering mass, eyes blazing, voice echoing through the chamber.
I will have the final word. Every story ends in darkness.
Not this one. Not today. Duh.
The chamber shook as the shadow lunged for the book, its darkness battling Pip's light for the last line. Pip stood before the open book, the shadow looming, the quill trembling in his hand. The final word hovered between hope and oblivion.
This is our ending. And our beginning.
Light and darkness swirled as Pip prepared to write, the fate of all stories hanging on a single line.
Chapter 86. The Light Between Shadows.
The chamber shook as the shadow of the rift surged, its darkness swirling into a storm bent on swallowing the Book of Endings, and Pip with it.
The final word is mine. Only oblivion endures.
Not while I have a story to tell.
The quill in Pip's hand glowed, fueled by the hopes and voices of his friends. The companions clasped hands, channeling their stories into Pip, memories of laughter, loss, courage, and love. Light spilled from their hearts, weaving into the quill.
Pip, you're never alone. Write for all of us. Let this be a true ending, one we choose together.
The tale is yours, Pip. Speak it whole.
The chamber filled with golden light, forcing the shadow back, but not erasing it. Pip hesitated, then understood. To truly end the tale, he must honor both light and shadow. With trembling hand, he wrote not an ending, but an embrace.
There is no story without shadow, no joy without sorrow, no hope without fear.
Wisdom at last. Sue.
As Pip wrote, the Book of Endings shimmered, its pages filling with swirling light and darkness in harmony. The shadow, desperate and furious, hurled itself at Pip in a final, wrenching attack. The chamber splintered, reality warping around them.
If I cannot end the story, I will take the teller.
Pip, hold on! Don't let go!
Darkness wrapped around Pip, tugging him toward the open book as the world spun. In a flash of blinding light and shadow, Pip vanished, drawn into the Book of Endings as his friends screamed his name.
Pip, where did you go?
We must find him. The story isn't over.
The tale continues, within and beyond.
The Book of Endings snapped shut, its cover glowing with both darkness and light, waiting for someone to open it once more.
Chapter 87. The Pages Between Worlds.
Pip opened his eyes to find himself adrift on a river of ink, pages folding and unfolding beneath him, the sky a tapestry of written words.
This isn't how I expected the ending to feel.
Shadows flickered in the distance, echoes of unfinished stories, some reaching for him, others melting away. Outside the book, Pip's companions gathered around the sealed tome, deciphering the magical runes and searching for any sign of hope.
There's got to be a way to reach him. We won't leave him behind. These runes are changing, almost like they're waiting for us to write something. Everyone, focus your thoughts on Pip. Stories are bridges, and we'll build one if we must.
As their voices joined, a faint glow appeared on the book's cover, a sign their bond endured. Pip wandered through a forest of towering books, encountering faded, half-remembered figures who once belonged to forgotten tales. Will anyone remember me, little Warlock? Or am I only ink and dust?
If I remember you, that's one more story that lives.
Tell our story, Pip. Don't let us fade. Their pleas echoed through the shelves, tugging at Pip's heart as he pressed onward. From the shadows, a robed figure appeared, parchment swirling about them, an ancient script glowing at their feet.
Beware, Pip Thistledown. The heart of the book is both hope and peril. Not every story welcomes its teller.
I have to try. My friends are waiting. So are all these stories.
To rewrite fate is to risk being unwritten. Choose your path with care.
The binder gestured, revealing two paths, one toward the book's heart, the other fading into the void. Pip stared at the two paths, the heart of the book pulsing with promise, the void whispering oblivion. The shadow's presence thickened, threatening to erase everything.
I won't let our story end here. I choose the heart, whatever it brings.
As Pip stepped forward, the shadows coiled behind him and the world trembled, the next page waiting to be written.
Chapter 88. The Heart of the Book.
Pip pressed onward, winding through corridors of shifting tales, walls rippling with scenes from countless stories, some familiar, some strange.
It's like walking through every story ever told, and some that never were.
Behind him, the shadow slithered, distorting the stories it touched, twisting hope into fear. Outside, Pip's friends channeled their thoughts and memories, sending flashes of shared moments and encouragement through the glowing book.
Pip, remember the pond in Springvale? You never let us give up. We're with you. You're not alone in the maze. Write your way home, Pip. Find the truth at the heart.
The words echoed in Pip's mind, forming glowing bridges that guided him through the shifting passages. At the labyrinth's center stood a colossal figure, the spectral gatekeeper, draped in a cloak of ghostly feathers, keys clinking at its side, eyes burning blue.
Only a tale worthy of remembrance may enter the heart. Speak, little Warlock. What story do you bring?
I bring the story of my friends, of how we found light even in the deepest shadow.
The gatekeeper loomed, silent, awaiting Pip's tale as the shadow pressed closer, seething with envy. Pip spoke of laughter and loss, of courage and mistakes, of the bonds that shaped their journey, his words weaving golden light through the chamber.
Even when I was afraid, my friends gave me strength. Our story is hope, messy, unexpected, but ours.
Such stories shape worlds, but beware, the shadow would see them unmade.
As Pip finished, the shadow surged, trying to blot out the golden words and seize the heart for itself. The chamber trembled as Pip stood before the heart's threshold, the gatekeeper's keys glowing, the shadow raging behind him.
I'm not leaving anyone behind, not even the lost stories.
The heart's doors began to open, golden and dark light spilling out, as the shadow lunged, threatening to consume everything.
Chapter 89. The Tale Unwritten.
Pip entered a chamber of swirling light and ink, where stories floated like stars, each a memory, a hope, a dream. At the center pulsed the heart, a sphere of woven words.
It's beautiful. It feels like all our stories at once.
The shadow slithered in, tendrils reaching for the heart, its darkness swallowing words and dimming the light. Outside, Pip's friends poured their memories and hopes into the Book of Endings, forming a bridge of golden light that pierced the chamber's wall.
I see him! Pip, hold on! We're coming! Don't let go, Pip! Let's write ourselves into the story, together.
The companions appeared beside Pip, their presence brightening the chamber and pushing the shadow back. The shadow grew, desperate, its form twisting into nightmares and doubts. Pip and his friends joined hands, telling their story aloud, a tale of both shadow and light.
You cannot erase me! All stories end!
But endings aren't erasure. You're part of the story too.
Light and shadow, one tale, not two.
The chamber filled with swirling light and darkness, the heart pulsing as the shadow began to unravel. As the shadow faded, the heart's surface split open, revealing a hidden name written in glowing script. The world trembled. Something forgotten was returning.
What's that name? I've never seen it before. The Book of Endings. Is it someone's story?
I think it's the first story. The one we all forgot.
The chamber darkened as the heart beckoned them closer, the final secret waiting to be unveiled. The companions approached the heart, the forgotten name blazing brighter, the chamber trembling as if on the brink of rewriting itself.
Whatever waits behind that name, we face it together.
Let's finish the story we started.
As the heart opened, the world around them began to dissolve into swirling words, the next page and their fate waiting to be written.
Chapter 90. The First Story Remembered.
The companions stepped into a space beyond time, a swirling void of light and ink, where words drifted like snowflakes and all things felt possible.
Are we inside the very first story?
Before them stood a luminous, wistful figure, the first storyteller, clutching a faded quill, their eyes deep as starlit skies. The first storyteller began to speak, their words painting visions of the first loneliness, the longing that sparked all tales.
I wished for a voice to answer mine, and so the stories began. But now I cannot remember hope.
Then let us remind you, every story is a bridge,
not an end. The best tales are never alone.
The companion's words brightened the void, fragments of laughter and love swirling around the storyteller. The shadow slithered from the edges, its form vast and trembling, hungry for erasure. It challenged the companions. Would they risk their own stories to save another's?
All things fade. Will you give up your tales for a forgotten wish? We are made by the stories we share. We choose hope.
Our stories belong to all who need them, even you.
The companions wove their memories and dreams into the first story, the void trembling as shadow and light entwined. The first storyteller's eyes filled with new light as hope returned. The Book of Endings pulsed, pages reforming into a new beginning.
You have given me back the dawn. The story can begin anew.
Every ending is just another page to turn.
So, what do we write next?
The void blossomed with possible stories, paths unfurling, the companions glimpsing futures they could choose. The companions gathered as the first storyteller offered the quill. The Book of Endings shimmered. Now, the Book of Beginnings.
I think it's our turn to write.
Just don't sign anything without reading it, Pip.
As Pip reached for the quill, the world held its breath, the next story waiting to be written.